Hello, everyone. Welcome to the March edition of Creative Corner, powered by Ipsos, brought to you by Creative Excellence and our friends at Babbel. Really happy to have you both here, Megan and Serena. I'm Sean Dix. I lead Creative Excellence globally at Ipsos. That's everything to do with advertising research. I have Arnaud, just to introduce quickly the Ipsos people, Arnaud de Beer.
Bonjour. So very happy to be with you all today. So I work in Ipsos as well, and I lead creative development globally. And we have Adriana as well from Ipsos.
Hola a todos, here is Adriana speaking. So I'm a client service manager at Ipsos Germany, also in Creative Excellence, and very happy to have here the Babbel team to join us in this talk today.
Yeah, and so we have Megan.
Hello, good morning. I'm Megan Taylor, the Director of Insights and Brand at Babbel, joining you from New York.
Good morning, and Serena, of course.
Hello, everyone. 你们好. I'm Serena. I'm responsible for consumer insights at Babbel. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so I should say that I'm a South African in Germany, so Sawubona, Goeiemorgen, Guten Tag. Yeah, no, really, it's thanks to have you guys here. It's really cool, and today we'll be covering a really cool story about your campaign. I love the headline of this campaign. Understanding changes everything, and it has a special meaning and a special ring, obviously to you as Babbel, but also for us as Ipsos, because you probably know we have a strategy called Total Understanding. So this whole meaning around understanding is very cool. And so today what we'll be talking about is how that campaign has evolved for you guys, and how advertising research has played a role, an instrumental role in learning and developing that campaign over time. So we'll start with Adriana.
Yes, so basically what I would like to start with is from the basics so that our audience can follow us. So what is Babbel? Can you tell us what you do? What's your scope? What's your geography? What's your history?
Sure. So we are a language learning app and started up about 15 years ago as, basically a language learning app, and came to market because there wasn't really anything that allowed a lot of people to learn languages very easily and sort of meet them where they were, so they could learn on their own terms. Over time, we're growing into becoming more of an ecosystem for language learning. So now in addition to our app, we have live classes, podcasts, we're offering cultural bites, and we're just continuing to sort of add to the platform of language learning. So becoming more than an app and really a language learning kind of ecosystem and platform.
All right, and you're based in Berlin, right?
Yes, headquartered in Berlin, but available globally. Service most languages and adding to it all the time.
Very dynamic, I would say.
Yeah, and I think what makes us different than a lot of other language learning apps is we have 150 linguistic experts on staff. So it really is this marriage of human expertise with sort of the artificial intelligence that makes our app really special.
Human and artificial intelligence at the same time. Oh, we love that.
Yeah.
You can tell Arnaud and myself, we're a big fan. So we are here today because Babbel has recently partnered with us, with Ipsos, in the creative development research for your new global campaign. So maybe we can talk a little bit more about that, right, Arnaud?
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to hear from you about your communication objectives, what you were trying to achieve with this new campaign.
So prior to this year, most of our TV, or really all of it, had been very product-led, very direct response. So coming into this year, and as we've grown sort of as a company and where we want to go next, we wanted this campaign to be a lot more brand-led. Sort of tell a little bit more of our story, have a point of view kind of on the world, and remind people why they would learn a language. It also needed to be able to work globally. So we really needed to be able to tap into sort of a lot of human understanding and insight, because people have many different motivations. So it needed to be able to tell our product story, work globally, have that human element, and we wanted it to, you know, make people feel something and have an emotion component to it that we really hadn't had in our advertising or marketing to date.
So quite a big mission and some challenge in there.
Yeah.
Definitely. So just thinking of you know, all of those different challenges that Arno just mentioned is and starting off in this creative development journey, how did you guys approach that from your aspect? Because I think that was something new for you as well as a company.
Well, we started with our own insights department, which Serena leads, and dug into a ton of the research. They did some primary research to understand our consumer. We got to like a really, really tight brief. And then we had to really just cross collaborate from the brand team to our international growth team and our performance marketing team. And that's a really interesting dynamic because we all kind of have different objectives. So performance marketing is like drive sales, drive conversion, talk about the product, and all people care about is product benefits. Meanwhile, I'm saying emotion, human, brand storytelling, let's have a point of view, you know, make people feel something. So it was really, really important that we were collaborating all along the way, and that we continued to bring that human behavioral insight and element to it, because the argument for having emotion and talking about things beyond the product is to say, we know consumers want this. We know consumers are going to react to this. We know that this is why they learn a language, and we believe this is going to resonate with them.
Wow, this also sounds very, very powerful. Like, as in, you also have a mission personally and something you believe in that you want to communicate that broadly and have that related to Babbel as well, right?
Yeah.
And I see you mentioned also the insights and the importance of the consumer insights and how to get also the consumer's voice into this journey. So I think my question now is more maybe to Serena on this insights perspectives. So how and why using the research to fuel a bit of this creative development journey?
Yeah, so there were three things we wanted this research to achieve. First, we wanted to understand how this big idea resonates with different cultures, how Brazilians, Brits, Germans, and French interpret the concept. We wanted to know what understanding changes everything means to different cultures. Secondly, we wanted to understand the strength and opportunities for the two creative routes. We wanted the research to help us decide on which route to go forward with, to make an informed and objective decision on which one is more likely to succeed. Otherwise, we would have to make a subjective decision on what we like, right? Lastly, we wanted to understand what resonates and how they elicit a desire to take an action, so that we know what to keep and what to take out. We wanted to be able to optimize on the learning in our production to give our campaign the best chance to succeed, which we were not able to do with previous testing methodologies. So to me, this was the biggest value that this research brings.
So what did it tell you, and what impact did it have on your campaign development?
So we successfully identified how strong the idea was, how Brits react to it versus Brazilians versus Germans and French. We uncovered how to best articulate it in our creative executions. The creative team was able to optimize the work based on the findings from the research, which also provided insights on localization. And all of this happened in just a week from the live research to the debrief. So we were able to keep our campaign production on track and be on air on time before Christmas.
So now you're you've launched Understanding Changes Everything, and you're there at the final campaign. So we'll have a look at that campaign. But Megan, how is that working for you now, and what are the next steps for you at Babbel?
Yeah, so it's working really well. We've shown we made our January numbers, which was really good. And I think I wasn't here last January or the January before, but everyone said, this is sort of the first January that we really kind of weren't panicking, and it felt like we were pretty confident we were gonna, meet our goals, which is really good. We're showing really good, strong new sales revenue growth. But the other thing that's really great is we're showing strong lead to sale conversion, which means that we're bringing in very qualified and quality leads from the campaign. So I think that says a lot about the work.
Yeah.
The other really cool thing, and I think which is what we got from this research, is that in some countries where it potentially wasn't performing as well as others, for instance, in France, we have a lot of insight and understanding about how to optimize. What can we do to the script? What can we amplify or pull down to make it work even harder? And then the next steps of the campaign is we want Understanding Changes Everything to be evergreen and continue and potentially become a bigger line for us as a brand. And we want to continue to evolve the campaign. And because of the way we've shot it, we can continue to edit it, talk about different product features and functionality, update the VO to, say, different messages over time. So we believe this campaign has a lot of longevity, and we have the understanding of what the consumer needs to hear to adapt and update over time.
Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah. That's really awesome. Yes. So thanks a lot for being great partners with us.
Maybe one last word from me. So maybe going back to what Sean said in the beginning, we have this total understanding within Ipsos, and you have your campaign of Understanding Changes Everything. But from this talk today, I also had the feeling you live by it. So you're also in your understanding journey. So that it's not just a catchy phrase, that you're also going into this is more than just learning. I want to understand the cultures. I want to understand my consumers. And I think that's also what I got as energy and vibe from you guys today.
Well, from my side, I just say thanks very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you this morning. Really, really great story. And again, as Anna and Adriana said, a pleasure to have worked with you guys and to continue this partnership. It's really, really exciting. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And maybe as a next step, we can all pick up a new language.
Yeah.
Right?
A good app for that.
Yeah, we know the app. That's perfect. Thanks a lot.
That's a deal.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye.